beautiful, welcome back to my channel. My name is Marley. If you are new, if not, welcome the fuck back. Today I did this 90s inspired glam, I guess, and I just crimped my hair, literally just finished. I love how this turned out. I feel very Coyote Ugly, which was one of my favorite movies. I tried to do like a modern, pretty 90s summer kind of look, so hopefully that's like coming across. I don't fucking know. And I did cut my hair and it is uneven, but that's what you get when you use nail scissors. But you know what, as always, everything is listed below. I hope you guys are just hanging in there through this quarantine. Hopefully we can have the summer that we hoped for 2020. I'm really looking forward to it, so hopefully it's gonna happen. Without further ado, if you want to see how to get this look, stay tuned. So I just have my hair in this low pony. I just ran a couple errands today and I caved in and I did do some baby hairs. I just feel like it just looks so much better. I promise I'm not naked. I have a tube top on. I literally live in this thing, and I'm tatted, so just pretend it's a shirt. For brows, we're gonna go in with Benefit Brow. Looks like this, and it has a little pomade, and then actually the thing is the brush. It's 11 p.m. and this is like when Raph gets like a big gust of energy and he just runs around the apartment like a madman. But for my brows, I'm actually going to use my brow brush because why not? It's perfect. My hair is a little lighter. I don't want to go in with black, so this is in their cream gel brow color number 6. Pretty sure this is their darkest color, but I feel like it has more of like a grayish hint to it, so let's see how it looks. Don't hate it, don't hate it. I do think that it matches my hair a lot, so there's that, honey. Lately this has been like my good brow, which sucks because this is my angle. This is not my angle, this is my angle. So like, why? I'm just gonna take the brush and like dip it in the black. Raphael, what are you doing? Okay, that looks crazy. So I'm not gonna make them too thin because I still want to keep it like modern day glam goth. I'm actually not mad at that. It just looks very natural, more than like my dark demon brows. Let me know what you guys think, if you guys like this better than my dark black brows. I always just round it. More of a 50s glam technique, but who cares. And then to set them, we're gonna use the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. So weird, the like brush is on the side. Now I know how to do a natural brow. Finally. Well, on myself anyway. Because, you know, I used to be a makeup artist before Corona, you know, started stopping bags. That bitch. And then for primer, I'm using YSL Touche Eclat. I used to be obsessed with this primer. This is just their sample size that I got for free. But I love it. Just leaves your skin so smooth and glowy, which I think is perfect. And then I'm going to take a little bit of hazelnut powder from Fenty Beauty, and then I'm going to set my primer. I'm so excited to see how my foundation's gonna come out with using this primer. When it comes to skin, I love just a smooth, as long as my skin is smooth, like I'm fine. What are you doing back there? And I'm still obsessed with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush foundation. I'm just gonna do a couple pumps on the brush and go in. I'll try a new foundation soon, just not right now. Promise. I really do think this is like the perfect foundation for me. Like, I love an airbrushed finish. Literally, I literally just said that. Where it's just, everything is just nice and smooth and blended. I think this is one of the longest lasting foundations I've ever used. Is that not crazy? So yeah, so I'm giving this foundation 5 stars. And it's listed below, the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Airbrush. Did not get this in PR. I bought this with my own money. And you know it's good when you get a good finish and you don't have to use a what are those savage things called? Beauty blender. I'll probably use a beauty blender in my next video because I have a ton. I got a ton of new ones from ColourPop that I want to use. Okay, so let me zoom you guys out. Ooh, hello bedroom. You know, when you have a semi deep set eye, you want to make sure you get all up in there. Let's go in with concealer. I'm using Too Faced again. It is my favorite. I'm not gonna use too much concealer today. Okay, you guys, so quarantine check-in. How is everybody doing? How are we holding up? Are you guys like too scared to leave the house? Like, what is going on? I know for me, well, I did leave the house today, but I only leave the house if I have to, or I'll go for a walk around my neighborhood. Really told myself that I was just gonna take this time and focus on work because that's what I would be doing normally. Like, I'm trying to still like live my life as it was normal. Like, I feel like what's working for me is just acting like everything's fine. Acting like everything, like a virus literally didn't just shut down the entire world and is killing thousands of people. Like, I'm just gonna act like that's not happening. Wow, that looks good. She's alive! So I went to Target the other day, and on the drive there, I have a Jeep Wrangler, and I took the top down and I was blasting Led Zeppelin all the way to Target, which is like maybe like 13 minutes away from me, and there was no traffic. There was no, like, barely anybody on the road. If you did see people, they were just like going for a walk, and people just look so, I don't know, genuinely happy to be outside, and I love to see that. Like, I really love to see that. Going in with the Fenty powders underneath the eye, of course. I don't think I'll ever switch up with this, you guys. Like, I might try something, but this will always be my go-to. Oh yeah, so I went to Target the other day, and then just like seeing people wearing gloves and masks is just, that's just one thing that's weird. That's the only like thing that just makes this all very like, okay, like the apocalypse is coming. It's also weird too how we have to stay like 6 feet apart from each other, and so like anytime like anybody comes close, we're all just like looking at each other like, oh, you're going this way, okay, like I'll go that way. And it's so funny because like I'm like that anyway. Like I've been social distancing my whole life. Like, I don't like people coming near me. Don't talk to me, don't touch me, don't do anything, don't waste my time unless it's like purely genuine, you know? Like, I don't want you anywhere near me, don't come near me. Also too, I'm so used to people just like fucking staring at me and looking at me and watching like what the fuck like a bitch is about to do next. Like, shit really ain't nothing new. I know I mentioned it before, but I do live in Virginia, and our government, our governor gave us a stay-at-home order until June 10th. Like, June 10th, bitch. A whole like 2 months away. Is that not insane? that I try not to think about. I try not to think about it because it's gonna come like so fast. So I just used Gluttony from 7 Deadly Sins to warm up the cheeks. Nothing new. I'm going in with the Jackie palette. Sickening contour. Oh, I look snatched from this angle. Okay. Yes, jawline. And I will be talking about my cool sculpting experience soon. I'll make that into like its own video. Because I do want to get some on my arms. I would love them to be like this. Right now they're like that. Don't like that. Does anybody else like nitpick at their body? I feel like that's so normal. Like, I really feel like body modifications are art. Like, no, I didn't word that right. Body modifications comes from like an artist standpoint, right? Like tattoos, piercings, and injectables. Like, you are forming, you know, your ideal self. So I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. But at the same time, nobody wants to hear how you like hate yourself 24/7. Like, I know we've all been that person, and we've all had that friend that just like hates everything about themselves, is always talking about it, is just so insecure. And like, you can feel that way, but nobody wants to hear it all the time. So if you're that person, just be mindful of yourself, right? Like, nobody wants to hear that. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be the one to tell you. I'm telling you out of love. Shut the fuck up. If you think that you're fat, okay? Everybody thinks that they're fat. Everybody, like, nobody thinks that they are 100% perfect. Bitches that do like claim that are the most insecure. Been around a lot of bitches, okay? Like, all bitches have something about themselves that they don't like. I use bitch as a term of endearment, okay? Like, I think we all know by now that my vocabulary is a little eccentric, so sorry not sorry. Okay, so I'm just gonna take the ColourPop Flyby powder, and I'm just gonna go in very lightly. Okay, ooh, that looks good. Looks very fresh. What was I talking about? I feel like I'm always like so off topic. Like, I'll talk about one thing and then I'll go into another thing, and then I'll go into another thing, and then another thing. Oh yes, quarantine check-in. Okay, so what was I really talking about? All I know is like, I don't really know how to feel. Like, I feel like one day I'll be really good and I'll be really motivated, and I'm just like, I'm a bad bitch. I'm gonna get A, B, C, D, and E done, and I'm gonna conquer everything on my to-do list. I'm gonna, you know, work out. And the next thing I know, it's like 12 midnight. I'm on like my 3rd bowl of cereal and went through a whole season of that 70s show stoned as hell on my couch. So I'm just like, where, like, really though? Like, then the very next day I'll be motivated again, and then I'll like work the entire day. So I'm just like, some consistency would be nice. Corona, Miss Rona. I got a pimple. Okay, so let's move on to the eyes. I'm going to use the AMREEZY palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I just realized that I've had it for so long and I haven't used it on my channel yet, so why not? And I also wanted to do just like a brown smoky eye. I asked you guys in my previous video what type of makeup look that you wanted to see along with this hair. I wanted to be like a 90s grunge, like a 90s grunge look, but still have like that like cut crease vibe. So let's just see. I'm not good at explaining it, but I have it in my head sort of kind of how I want the look to come out. So let's just see what happens, right? So let's go in with the shade OG right here. And I'm going to be using a Zoeva 228 Luxe Crease Brush. That's a nice subtle brown. Come on, Amber. Do you think that they pick these colors out? Like, I know that they say they do, but do they like really? Or do they pick them out and then like Norvina's like, no, what were you thinking? I wonder if she's like really a bitch or not. She looks nice, but like Miss Anastasia was my mom. Oh my god, I would be a mess. I'm already a mess and we ain't got nowhere near that kind of money. All right, let me shut up. I actually like that. I think that's gonna be my new like go-to like soft everyday shade. And then we're gonna go into New Yorker and like focus that more in the crease. Now I'm going to take a Glam Goth Beauty smudge brush, and you can use any smudge brush for this look, and I'm going to go in with 1988, and it's this deep brown shade. Put that right in my crease. Go back and forth. That's such a weird eye shape. In the middle, and then I'm going to blend it out. In the middle, my crease is so prominent, and then it just fades away as it gets to the end of it. So I really I'm gonna focus just right in the middle because we're gonna add a wing anyway. Back in. And we can always go back and make it darker once we're like not done with everything, but especially after we add the wing and the glitter or even the lashes. But it's always best to like start off light, unless like dark is your vibe, then go ahead. Then I'm going to take this color called Yugo. It's like a purple brown shade, and I'm gonna put that right on top in the middle also. Just gonna blend. I think what I want to do too is I'm going to take 1988 and mix it with Yugo. Hit that right on the outside corner. I'm just going to do small circular motions. Let's go in with Wasted and see how that looks. I'm not going to lie, it's a lot of fallout in this palette. More of a pinky tone, but I'm not mad at it. But it is a nice like cool toned also. Actually, let me do the under eye and then I'll decide on the glitter because right now I have no fucking idea. Okay, so then I'm gonna go back in. Let's go in with New Yorker and put that all underneath. Like as a nice little transition shade. And then we're gonna go back in with the smudge brush and we're gonna dip into 1988 and we're gonna just put that on the lower lash line. I'm gonna go in with Yugo and just tight line up into the waterline. Love how this looks. Okay, I want to take away from the lid color. So I think Divine would be really pretty, which is part of Divine Fantasy. It just as like a go-to glitter. And then I think I mixed Divine and Sour Diesel, but I'm gonna leave Divine how it is. And then let's mix it in with Cancer. So we're gonna do Divine and Cancer together. I think that would be absolutely stunning. I'm going to take some diamond primer and I'm going to put it on a MAC 217. I'm going to use a bigger brush for this instead of a smaller brush because I want it kind of like whimsical. So I turned the light setting down real low so you guys could see. I'm just going to add a little bit more. This time we're taking the applicator and we're putting it directly on the eye. that looks like a dream. And then to do a wing, I'm gonna use my GUERLAIN eyeliner. Still obsessed with this. And to do my signature wing, I just take it from the tip and go up with the flick of the wrist. And then I take it down and swoop. And then from the tip and go down again. I always like to do the outline and then fill it in. Basically like you're coloring, you know? First you do the outline and then you do the sides and you fill it in. Whew. Oh baby, that looks like a fucking tsunami wave. Like, oh my god. 3 little on the outer. I'm gonna take the shade Gemini and I'm gonna put that right and like the lower, like right here. I did that with my last look and I loved it. For mascara, I'm gonna use They're Real from Benefit. I remember I was working at Sephora when this came out and it was literally like mayhem in the store. We sold out so fast. And then for the bottom, I'm gonna go in with the Bad Gal mascara from Benefit. I almost forgot, I love taking the highbrow and then just putting that right underneath where like the highest point of my brow is. I'm just gonna blend that out. For lashes, you already know I'm using Lavish and Lash Dreams. Hopefully within like the next 2 or 3 videos, I will be coming on here saying these are my new lashes very soon. So, I know I said I wasn't gonna do anything weird, but I do want it to be a little bit more smoky on the bottom. It's just not like grungy enough for me. It's turned into just very like pretty, which I'm not mad at. I love that, but I'm gonna take Yugo in 1988. I'm gonna smoke it a little bit lower than what I did. Yes, see, this is what I want. So there's this, and then there's that. I just want mine just a little bit more dramatic. And then of course too, I thought, I think this look is also really pretty without the glitter too. So if you guys want to recreate it without the glitter, that's also totally acceptable. I think I'll probably do this again if I'm like just running errands and I feel like getting glammed up and not wearing glitter. Definitely gonna do that. And then for lips, I'm gonna do a signature 90s lip with dark on the outside and then light on the inside. So what I think I'll do is Apocalypse. I'll do a mix of Apocalypse and Oblivion from Glam Goth Beauty, of course. And then we can decide on an actual lipstick shade. And I think I want to keep it matte also. I'm really just mixing in Oblivion with Apocalypse, creating just like a blend. Gonna look something like that. Ooh, that actually looks really nice. And then I'm gonna go in with Fenty Beauty Unveil. Use my finger. Oh, that feels so weird. My poor nails. I just feel like I have stumps. Like they're not even fingers, they're just like stumpies. Let's go in with an OG. We're gonna go in with Stone from MAC. That right in the center. I still feel like we could go a little bit lighter. Carly Bible and Libra. I have like 8 different lip colors on. I wish I still had Naturally Transformed from MAC. I thought I did have that. I wonder where that fucking is. Maybe, probably put it in my kit. Okay, let's see. We're gonna go back in with Oblivion. Y'all know I'm so OCD about my lip colors. Really love how this turned out. Let me clean up real quick and then we'll get to hair. I really like this hairstyle with this. I never wear my hair like this. Okay, so I think I might do some Tyra Banks and Coyote Ugly vibes. I love that movie. I just realized like how much I love that movie. I hope it's on Netflix because I would love to watch it. Hey Siri. Put in notes to watch Coyote Ugly.
I created a note. Watch Coyote Ugly.
Thanks, girl. Okay, and then since we are doing that, I do want to cut the wig to about right here. Okay. Now I'm just gonna section off my hair. Okay, so just section off my hair, and then I'm going to be using this Revlon little wave crimper thing because I kind of want it to be whatever that kind of vibe. And I actually got this from my local thrift store, and what I did is when I took it home, literally took alcohol on a paper towel and wiped the whole thing down, let it sit for like 5 minutes, and then I took a what's it called, took a Clorox wipe and then wiped it down again. So ain't nothing wrong with getting shit from the thrift store, okay, as long as you sanitize it, which now we don't have any choice, but like as long as you do that, you'll be fine. I'm gonna take my Bedhead hairspray. And I'm not taking it from the root, maybe about 2 to 3 inches down, because I want the root to be kind of straight. Hold it. And then you just keep going down like the next wave. If that makes sense. Hopefully it does. Ah, that's hot! Ow, that hurted. Okay, careful, that is hot. We're gonna spray it again with the bed head. Oh my god, my hair literally looks like ramen noodles. Okay, so then we're going to take my olive oil mousse. Just run my fingers through the hair. Another 2 more pumps. And this just makes it so it's not so stiff. It gives it a little bit of body. Oh, I like this. I wish I had somewhere to go. Okay, so I think I'm gonna wear it all to the back like this. And then if you want a little bit of, you know, a little bit of length, just a little bit, not too much. Well, thank you guys so much for watching this makeup and hair tutorial. Thank you so much for the requests on this look. I really hope you guys love it. This is a hair color and style that I wouldn't normally do, but I'm so glad that like I did it and you guys like requested it, and I love it. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you love this video and if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.